What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we break down the crypto moves that actually matter. No fluff, just actionable analysis. Do me a solid and smash that like button. It genuinely helps push this content to more people who need to see it. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we're tracking these setups in real time. Alright, let's dive into why ICP might be setting up the trade of the month. According to the weekly chart data, Internet Computer recently touched $7.85 before pulling back to $5.39. Now most people see that 19.84% decline and immediately think dead coin, move on. But that's exactly where retail traders get wrecked. Despite that correction, ICP is sitting comfortably above its short-term moving averages, and more importantly, the Bollinger Bands just widened significantly. The upper band is near $6.99. The lower band at $2.94. That's textbook volatility expansion, and if you've traded long enough, you know what comes next. Spoiler alert, it usually isn't sideways movement. The token is holding firm above the 20 EMA at $5.03 and the 50 EMA at $5.98. Those aren't just random lines on a chart, they're the difference between healthy consolidation and things are about to get ugly. Right now we're in healthy territory, but there's a catch. The 100 EMA sits at $8.09 and the 200 EMA is way up at $13.57. These are the gatekeepers. Break above $8 with conviction, and suddenly we're talking about a completely different price discovery phase. The RSI is currently at 54.36, slightly above neutral, which means buyers are showing up, but we're nowhere near overbought conditions. According to the technical indicators, the RSI recently bounced from the 45 zone, which historically signals fresh accumulation after consolidation. That's not retail FOMO, that's calculated positioning. But wait, there's more. The MACD just flipped positive at 0.26826, crossing above the signal line of negative 0.21595. For those who don't eat, sleep, and breathe indicators, that's a short-term buy signal. It's essentially momentum saying, hey, something's shifting here, the crucial part. ICP needs to defend that $5 level like it's guarding the last slice of pizza. Drop below and this whole thesis evaporates faster than your portfolio during a flash crash. Now, let's talk Fibonacci levels because apparently the market loves its golden ratios. Based on the previous high of $15.60, the 0.618 retracement sits at $10.23. And the 0.786 level is at $12.59. If ICP closes above $8 for the week, we've got a legitimate pathway to those targets. That's not hopium. That's a mathematical price structure. The market doesn't care about your feelings, but it definitely respects these levels. According to Arushi Crypto on social media, the largest ICP holders keep accumulating even as the price dips. Let me translate that for you. While you're checking the price every 5 minutes, having an anxiety attack, whales are quietly building positions. Someone's preparing for the next leg up, and it's probably not your cousin who bought Dogecoin at the top. This isn't just chart speculation either. Omnity Network just launched what they're calling the ICP 2.0 era, and it's built on DFinity's internet computer infrastructure. The network integrates chain fusion and chain key technology, which unlocks interoperability between Bitcoin and Internet Computer's smart contract layer. In plain English, they just made it possible to run trustless, secure, Bitcoin-based DeFi applications natively on Internet Computer. That's not just an upgrade, that's a fundamental expansion of what the network can do. According to the DFinity Foundation, developers can now build blockchain apps in literal minutes using ICP Ninja, a browser-based IDE. No complicated setup, no pulling your hair out trying to configure environments. Just build and deploy. There's even an AI helper integrated. This is the kind of developer experience that actually drives adoption, not the usual read our 47-page documentation and pray approach most chains offer. Here's my take. The market's sleeping on this. Everyone's so focused on the same 5 tokens that they're missing infrastructure plays that could 10x, while they're debating whether Bitcoin's going to 100K or 80K. ICP's building real technology that solves actual problems. Cross-chain interoperability without bridges that get hacked every other Tuesday. That matters. The $5 to $5.30 range is absolutely critical right now. It's the foundation for any upside momentum. Think of it as the launch pad. Lose it, and we're back to waiting mode. Hold it, and we're looking at a potential retest of $8.09 within weeks, not months. Volume patterns are showing something fascinating too. During the pullback from $7.85, volume was relatively light. That suggests weak hands shaking out, not genuine selling pressure. When ICP pushed toward that upper Bollinger Band, that's when volume spiked. Smart money accumulates quietly in the dips and positions before the breakout, not after. The broader market context matters here as well. Bitcoin's consolidating, Ethereum's holding key support, and altcoins are starting to show signs of life after months of bleeding. If the macro environment cooperates, ICP has all the technical and fundamental ingredients for a serious move. The volatility expansion we're seeing in those Bollinger Bands, that's the market coiling up, storing energy for the next directional move. From a risk-reward perspective, this setup's attractive. If you're entering near current levels around $6, your downside is defined at that $5 support zone. That's roughly 16% risk. But if this breaks and holds above $8, you're looking at $10.23 as your first major target, potentially $12.59 if momentum really kicks in. That's a 2-to-1 or even 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Not bad at all. The psychological level at $8 can't be understated either. Round numbers matter in trading because they matter to traders. Break above $8 with volume, and you'll likely trigger stop losses on shorts and FOMO from sidelined buyers. That combination creates the explosive moves we all love to catch. Look, Internet Computer is at a crossroads. The chart's setup, the fundamentals are improving with real technological advancement, and whales are positioning. Whether this breaks out or fades depends entirely on that $5 support and whether buyers show up at $8. But, if I'm being honest, I'd rather be watching this setup than 90% of the noise out there. If you found this analysis valuable, check out my other videos where we're tracking similar setups across the market. I've got deep dives on altcoins that are actually worth your attention right now. The subscribe button's right there. You know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Before you go, a quick reminder, cryptocurrency trading is extremely risky. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm sharing analysis and opinions, not telling you what to do with your money. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. And seriously, talk to a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. Stay safe out there.